Hello, and welcome to day 16 of our Advent calendar. For a moment, why don't you imagine that someone close to you, perhaps someone in your family, has just had something really good happen to them. They've landed a new job, or they've had some great news, and they ring you up, and you hear the words, "I want you to know first." It's happened to me sometimes, and I always feel a great sense of privilege to be number one on their list of people to be told. So who was the first to know that the events of Jesus' arrival were beginning? Whom did God choose to be the very first? Now we might assume that it was Mary, but actually it was a man called Zechariah. Before anyone else got wind of it, God told this man that he was setting in motion his own visit to planet Earth. Zechariah was known for his personal holiness, and respect for him was high. He took his faith very seriously and served as a priest before the Lord. The only cloud on his personal horizon was his family, or lack of it. Elizabeth, his wife, who was past the menopause and hadn't been able to conceive children at any time in their marriage, felt sad about this fact of life. Try as they did and pray as they might, they hadn't received the gift of a child. And now it was too late. Now, on this particular day, Zechariah had been chosen to receive a rare privilege. Actually, he was selected by a random ballot, and the winning ticket meant he would burn the incense inside the holy place of the temple. A rare and highly prized opportunity. So after all the preparations, the moment came. The worshippers were on the outside and Zechariah was on the inside, ready to set light to the incense, when, just on the right-hand side of the altar, an angel of the Lord appeared. Luke tells us how Zechariah reacted. Filled with wonder? Excited? Nope, he was terrified. Visions from God were usually regarded as portents of doom. So eyeballing this heavenly being caused Zechariah to think, "Whoa, my number's up." But the angel said to him, "Do not be afraid, Zechariah. Your prayer has been heard. Your wife Elizabeth will bear you a son, and you are to call him John. He will be a joy and a delight to you, and he will be great in the sight of the Lord. In fact, he will be filled with the Holy Spirit even before he is born." Yeah, Zechariah had some difficulty believing all this, but not long afterwards, Elizabeth realized she was pregnant, and the words of the angel were working themselves out in real life. Now we can see a principle here. It strikes me that even though Zechariah was faithful to God in everything he did, that of itself didn't guarantee him a sadness-free life. But God hadn't ignored him, and however long ago it was that Zechariah and Elizabeth prayed for a baby, God remembered and answered their prayer for a son. Now we know him as John the Baptist. And I want to be like Zechariah, always open to the possibility of God doing something really wonderful that is beyond my feeble expectations. That's what God did at Christmas, and that's what he can do today. And that's worth celebrating. God bless you.